What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to the video. Today, I'm doing race 6 for the 2024 Explore the Pocono Mountains 225. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. This week in the NASCAR Xfinity Series tested a tricky triangle, also known as Pocono International Raceway. A very technical racetrack that's very difficult to pass, but has brought in some really good attendance over the course of the last couple of years. The last time we ran to Pocono in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, we saw Austin Hill pick up his fourth and final victory of 2023. He'll be looking to pick up his third win of 2024 this weekend at Pocono International Raceway. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. But before we go ahead and jump into picks, let's take a look at the weather for this weekend. So the weather for this weekend is very interesting. It's going to be 81 degrees high with 64 degrees as the low with a 40% chance of scattered showers. However, a lot of the rain seems to be coming in early in the morning, so it should clear out by the afternoon. There should be a good chance the race will not be affected by rain. The weather should be looking good if you're headed out to Pocono this weekend. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. For those who are new to the channel, here's how picks work. I usually do 2 suck picks, 2 drivers I expect to struggle throughout the weekend who will not run well this weekend, have been on a bad streak. I do 2 underdog picks, 2 drivers who need a good run, who will have a good run under fun equipment, and I do my winner's pick, the driver thinks going to win the race overall, and I do the drivers you need to watch out for, and usually for the NASCAR Xfinity Series and the Truck Series as well, I usually have 4 drivers you need to watch out for along with the race winner. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. Who are my suck picks for the 2024 Explore the Pocono Mountains 225? My first suck pick for this weekend at Pocono is the driver's 11 car for Colleague Racing, Josh Williams. Josh Williams has generally struggled in 2024. He's had a couple good performances, especially on the short tracks, where a lot of those have come in top 10 finishes, but I expected Josh Williams to run a lot better this season. And so far, generally, it's not been working out for the driver of the 11 car. Unfortunately, I think he's going to struggle. I think he's going to finish in the back half of the field, sadly. I don't think he runs well. Unfortunately, I think Josh Williams will not have a good run this weekend at Pocono. My second suck pick, for this weekend at Pocono is a driver of the 9 car for Junior Motorsports, Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones is underwhelmed so far in 2024. There's been a lot of talk conversations as of recently that he might get replaced by Connor Zilisch. Brandon hasn't had the pace or speed to keep up. He hasn't really been up front. He's been outperformed by all the Junior Motorsports drivers, even some of the part-time guys that have ran so far this year. I expect him to unfortunately struggle. I know he's been solid at Pocono. He won a truck race here a couple years ago, but I think Brandon Jones will not have a good run. I think he will sadly struggle this weekend at Pocono. And now we're going ahead and jump on the underdog picks for this weekend at Pocono. Who are my underdog picks? My first underdog pick for this weekend at Pocono is a driver of the 15 car for AM Racing, Josh Berry. It was announced earlier this week that Hailie Deegan would not be returning to AM Racing going forward, and Josh Berry is going to run select starts with this organization. Normally, when we had an Xfinity Series race at this track, Josh Berry would be one to watch. He's been pretty good at Pocono and Xfinity. But because he's going to be an underfunded car, I think he will be an underdog. I think Josh will have a pretty solid run this weekend. I don't think he's going to go out there and contend for a win or victory, but I do think that Josh will have a solid chance and a pretty good opportunity to at least get a top 15 and maybe a chance and opportunity to get a top 10 this weekend at Pocono. My second underdog pick for this weekend at Pocono is a driver of the 97 car for Trackhouse/Colleague Racing, Shane Van Gisbergen. I picked Shane Van Gisbergen quite a bit as an underdog pick as SVG is coming off of picking up a win this past week at Chicago, and he's been getting better on ovals over the course of the last few races. You go back to Nashville where he finished in the top 15, and he's only had 4 finishes outside the top 20 so far in 2024, and one of those was a BS penalty at Circuit of the Americas. I think SVG is going to run pretty solid this week, and I think he's going to have a good chance for a top 10. I think he runs pretty solidly. I think he'll do a good job this weekend at Pocono. And now we're going ahead and jump on to the winner's pick for this weekend at Pocono. Who am I picking to win? This weekend, there's a lot of big-name Cup, or really not a lot of big-name Cup drivers that are running. The only ones that are really running are William Byron, and I think there's a couple others that are running in the middle of the pack. But I'm not picking a Cup driver to win this weekend. The driver who I'm picking to win this weekend at Pocono is the driver of the 7 car for Junior Motorsports, Justin Allgaier. I think he's going to get his second win of the year. Justin Allgaier has been quietly having a pretty good year so far. I know that the finishes haven't shown for it at times, but the speed has been there for the 7 car a majority of the year. And last year in this race, he had the fastest car on the track. I think Justin Allgaier has been pretty good at Pocono historically. I think he's going to have a really solid run. I think he'll do a pretty good run this weekend and get the victory for the second time this year. And now we're going ahead and jump on to drivers you need to watch out for this weekend at Pocono. Who should you have your eyes out on? The first driver you should watch out for this weekend at Pocono is the driver 17 car for Hendrick Motorsports, William Byron. William Byron, I believe, is making a second or third appearance in the NASCAR Xfinity Series this year, but in the races he's ran so far, he's not really been up front in those events. I go back to Phoenix where he generally struggled and crashed out early. But I think William Byron's going to have a good run. He's been generally pretty good here in the NASCAR Cup Series. The last couple of years, I think William Byron will have a pretty strong and a pretty great performance this weekend at Pocono. The second driver you should watch out for this weekend at Pocono is a driver of the 1 car for Junior Motorsports, Sam Mayer. Junior Motorsports historically has been pretty good at this racetrack, and Sam Mayer has been pretty solid and has had some pretty good pace or speed the last time we've ran here at this track. I think Sam Mayer is going to be up front. I think he's going to have the pace or speed and contend, and I think he'll have a good chance and opportunity to get win number 3 and become only the second driver to have 3 wins so far in 2024. The third driver to watch out for this weekend at Pocono is a driver of the 81 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Chandler Smith. While Chandler Smith started the year off really strong, the last couple races for him have not gone so well. But I think he's going to turn the corner. I almost picked him to win because he's been pretty good here in the Truck Series. I think he won here back at 21 or 22. I think Chandler Smith is going to be up front, and I think he'll have a really great chance and a strong opportunity to pick up his 3rd win of the year. He's been pretty much up front. I think Chandler Smith will have a great chance and opportunity to get the win this weekend at Pocono. And the 4th final driver I think you should watch out for this weekend at Pocono is a driver of the 00 car for Stewart-Haas Racing, Cole Custer. Cole Custer comes in this weekend as the regular season points leader. He's been super consistent, has had like 13 or 14 top 10 finishes, and I think Cole Custer is going to have a really strong chance and a great opportunity to go out there and get the win and the victory. He's looking for his first win of the year. I think he's got a good chance to get it done. He's won here in the past. I think Cole Custer will be up front contending for the win this weekend at Pocono Raceway. So, those are my race picks for this weekend at Pocono. Just a reminder, my suck picks are Josh Williams, Brandon Jones. My underdog picks are Josh Berry, Shane Van Gisbergen. My winner's pick is Justin Allgaier. And the ones to watch out for are William Byron, Sam Mayer, Chandler Smith, and Cole Custer. Those are my race picks. So, that is going to be it for the Race 6 video for the 2024 Explore the Pocono Mountains 225 at Pocono. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Notifications on so you know if I win a video does go live on my channel. Follow me Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. List description below that and comment your picks below for this weekend at Pocono. Let me know your suck picks, let me know your underdog picks, let me know your winner's pick, and let me know your drivers you're watching out for this weekend at Pocono. Let me know your picks in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, we'll have NASCAR Cup Series race picks for Pocono. We'll also have the paint skiing video for the Pocono Cup race as well. Then on Friday, we'll have a NASCAR news video most likely early in the morning. And we'll have the Truck Series race video dropping in the evening as well. If any major news breaks throughout the next couple days, because there's been a lot of big breaking news stories over the last week or so, we'll discuss it right here live on the channel. Got a ton of great content dropping that I cannot wait for you guys to check out. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode. I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.